Okay, it is 10:10 p.m. This is going to be the first and last recording for today. I had one trade, and today I'm going to be down $1.16 trading BBBY. Really not interested in trading OTCs right now because it doesn't really seem to be good setups, and some of them just don't really offer bounces. I was interested in BBBY, and I did have an interest right here when it was able to hold above VWAP. I just didn't like the fact that it had a gap up over the previous day. As you can see, it closed at 414 and it opened about 10% higher. But I do like how it sold off, went under VWAP, and then broke past it and then downtrended. But it was holding above VWAP, and this almost looks like an inverse head and shoulders. There was a point where I could have taken an entry in the 440s and I hesitated. And it really sucked because it worked out and it would have been pretty profitable. It didn't get too high, but it did make a nice uptrend. It did break the range right here, the day high, and make a move a bit higher. And I did take a trade eventually. I guess this might have been because I missed out on that trade, and then I'm looking at setups. And I did take a consideration right here because I like how I had a downtrend towards the VWAP level, and you can tell there's like a wick right here, but it never really got to VWAP, and then it was starting to show signs that it was uptrending. I think it would be better if I just provide a screenshot, a bit earlier on. I did take a buy at 10:08, which was around right here, and my entry was at 463. So right around here is when I entered. But after I entered, and this could have been something where maybe if I paid more attention to the chart, I would have not have taken it in the first place. But I saw a head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulders, and then I saw this could have been like the head of a head and shoulders, a shoulder, and then the head right here. And then, it's going to downtrend and maybe make a shoulder, which it did do. I was really thrown off, so I got out of it very quickly. Yeah, just about a minute and a half later at 461 and a half. So I barely lost anything. It was just, again, $1.16. And I'm glad I did get out of the position for that reason, seeing that, it actually doesn't look the way I thought it did on the chart. And then I was watching it for a dip where it could be like a shoulder head and then a dip where I can buy and then I can sell into a shoulder. It did do it right here. And I'm just a bit conflicted with trend lines in that sometimes it, breaks past the trend line like it does here and it uptrends, and then sometimes it breaks past it, then it uptrends just a little bit and then sells off one more time. And in this case, it just broke past the downtrending trend line and it continued to make a move. So this could have been an entry at 442 again, and it did make a move to the 450s above VWAP, so that wouldn't have been too bad. And that was pretty much it for that until there was another setup. I didn't trade this one either, but if I was looking at the chart more, this one could have been super profitable. I do like how this one for the most part was following this downtrending trend line, and I like how it broke past it here, but then it sold off, and then it had one more downtrend and it touched the trend line a few times, but it never got under it. And ideally, this is the kind of setup I want to trade. This is an intraday chart, but I like seeing stuff like this on like a 15-minute chart. And this could have been something where I could have taken an entry in the 370s or 380s, and then this could have been like something where I could have traded a large position, and it would have been really profitable to trade this one. I think roughly a 10% move to the very top, at least right here. So I am happy that there was a setup here, even though I didn't take it. And I should be able to, learn from this. And yeah, definitely remember to keep looking at charts more closely. This was a super nice setup as well. So again, there was that one here where it held above VWAP. And then this one right here. I am still interested in Rivian. I like how it downtrended a few times, and I want to see if we can get like an inverse head and shoulders. So maybe like a shoulder, the head, and then if it can downtrend a bit more and not get below this level, it can be a shoulder, and I can go long for a longer period of time. And maybe that can be another profitable swing trade setup with Rivian. Just because of the fact that it broke lower than this level right here, even if it was brief, I want to see it kind of put up, another downtrend and then end up being a higher low off of this level, I think, or maybe this one right here. So that's pretty much it for today. I could have done a lot better with my trading, just looking at this one, although the thing is that this is like one of those meme stocks, so it's not like it has a legitimate reason to uptrend. At least I don't think it's up because of news or anything, so it kind of delegitimizes why it could be able to turn around and uptrend at some point. But it did do it here, and it did do it here. That's it for today. Decent setups. I hope I can be able to get some of them in the future.